Good afternoon, and we welcome you to the special interview with Special CP of Delhi Police, one of the senior officers, Shri Sanjay Singh. He is the Special CP of Technology and Implementation Division, Media Cell and Perception Management, and also the Special CP of Licensing and Legal Cell. Welcome to this interview, sir.
Good afternoon.
So we would like to start with you on the perception management cell. Delhi Police is probably the first force that had set up a perception management cell in the department. So could you tell us the importance of this cell and how the cell has been working to change the perception of Delhi Police?
Well, any police force of any country, and especially like when you're talking about Delhi police, what is important is the image. And so we want to project an image which is, first of all, public friendly, and also so much good work is done by the police.
Yeah.
24/7, the police is on the streets, be it your festivals, be it law and order, day-to-day functioning of a city, we are involved in it. So those good positive stories about police doing on the ground,
Yes.
that is what we want to connect with the people and tell them about the daily work our people do it day in and day out.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Sir, when this cell came up, what were the thoughts behind it? How did it start functioning? What were the goals, and how are you taking this forward?
Well, the media cell and the public perception management, the main aim, as we just discussed, was of course to spread the good stories among the public and to bolster the image of Delhi police. And for that, different mediums we've been using. The social medium platform, be it Twitter, the handle of our different officers, CP in particular, Delhi police, and all our units. And also, the media cell has a very close connect with the newspapers, and also advertisement firms. So through short films,
Yes.
small films, portraying, or be it even the podcast. Kissa Khaki Ka is a podcast which is a good initiative by Delhi Police and has been very successful, in which contributions made by our officers and men are being highlighted.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Very true. So citizens usually have a perception, a typical perception of for police. So generally they come up with grievances. That's when they approach police. So how is a perception management cell helping the police officers and the citizens at the same time?
See, one thing is very clear. Any public person would come to a police officer, it is only with a grievance, be it some problem which he or she is facing, or it could be a crime which has taken place against that person concerned.
Sure.
So what is important is what is the police response to that. So at various levels, be it soft skill training of a police personnel, which is highly emphasized upon at the officer level in NPA, or our Danets officers, and even sub-inspector training, constabulary training. A lot of emphasis paid upon that. And even while they have joined the police stations or are working within the units, again, refresher courses are held so that they handle and deal issues or grievances which are raised by the public in a very courteous and a very prompt and a responsive manner.
Right, sir. Right. So as we know that perception changes with time, with efforts. How did you see the response of people after the cell came up? Some kind of more interactions from their end, or something that you would like to highlight on?
Well, things are definitely changing and improving. We are trying, and of course, now we are able to put a lot of our good stories out into the public domain, which might not be, of value to certain forums of the media.
Yeah.
But then again, those small stories, the kind of work which we do, which is important to us, that also needs to be highlighted.
Right. Sir, we would like to ask you a little on the technology division, knowing that it's one of the important divisions in the police force. Could you tell us what are the newest techniques and newest means of technology that Delhi Police is keeping the officers abreast with the new skills of investigation and more.
See, technology acts as a force multiplier.
Yes.
So, be it the e-beat book which we have started in the police stations, which is quite handful for our beat constable, or the e-chitra system at the police station level. Then again, a whole vast architecture is built up, linking the police stations, the districts with our central control room, our command and communication system. So, in that architecture, what we are perceiving in the future is we are establishing a safe city project in which more than nearly 8,000 cameras we're going to install, and we're going to link these cameras with the already installed cameras. That will also be done, and in this, be it facial recognition systems. So artificial intelligence will be used in a huge way. So all this would enable that information flows seamlessly from the beat down to the central command station, and as well the beat constable on ground while he's investigating a case, we are able to provide him information which helps him in the investigation.
Right, right. So recently the PCR unit of Delhi Police was, it was revamped. So could you tell us a little more on that?
See, the police control room, it is the PCR vans which are on the ground. They are linked with the communication system, and they are a first responders.
True.
Be it any call, when you call 112 or 100, recently 112 is now the new helpline number. So, what is important is that now, again, recently it had been again given back to the districts, but now for the past few months it is back again with the police control room, the operations branch being an independent unit which is now handling it, and the response of our PCR vans is very prompt.
Yes, yes. So, sir, has this revamping is it only about bringing in more PCR vans or advancing the technology further in PCR? How has this revamping actually happened?
Our communication system is being upgraded,
Okay.
and our PCR vehicles, we are getting in newer vehicles on ground, and also equipping them with the latest technological additions. We are also into looking into things like training upgradation of our men, be it in say life-saving techniques,
Yes.
or even fire extinguishing, the fire training. All that is being done with a PCR personnel.
Yeah. Recently, we had an example of a policeman, climbing so many floors
Yes.
and rescuing a citizen. That's true. So, as we know, Delhi Police is gearing up for the G20 Summit, which will require technology advancement, acquisition of vehicles, and lot many things. So, could you tell us how is Delhi Police prepping up for this?
So, G20 Summit is a very prestigious summit for our nation, and Delhi Police, and being the capital force, a lot of events are going to take place in Delhi, and we are gearing up for that, be it resource mobilization, technological upgradation, a cyber safe city project, as I just mentioned, upgradation of our security technology parameters, our communication division, all that is taking place so that the challenges with the G20 summit, because we'll be hosting the top leaders of the world over here. So we are gearing up for that.
Right. Sir. So recently, as we know, a few vehicles were added to the already existing fleet of Delhi Police. So are this only for the police control room response, or are they only also for the summit?
Also for the summit, for security also needs vehicles, so even their vehicles are being additional mobilization is being done.
Right, sir. Sir, you've already mentioned about the Safe City project, but under the Safe City project, I think recently the LG had given a deadline that it has to be implemented by August or July. So the first phase, I believe, is already already been implemented in Delhi. But in the second phase, I think the rest of the districts, which are to they implement the project by setting up CCTVs and all, is going on.
Yes, it's
So-
going on right.
Yes. So does that include only the installation of CCTVs, or is it more than that? in
It's
safety?
more than that. As I mentioned, even our effort would be more use of artificial intelligence
Okay.
and linking it up with the architecture of our e-beat books systems, and also so that when those linkages happen, uh, information can go to the beat constable at the earliest.
Right, sir. So basically, a comprehensive system using technology.
Technologies.
Right. Sir, you mentioned about AI and facial recognition, which is being used by many forces. Is there any specific project that Delhi Police is doing on this, or any special acquisition?
Yes, yes. Within the ambit of Safe City project, this has been envisaged, and we are working towards it.
Right. And sir, asking you one more thing about the perception management cell. What are your plans basically to further modernize? What are the plans of Delhi Police rather to further modernize the force and take the perception cell ahead?
Perception management, it is important that a lot of focus of our department is on our community outreach programs. So, be it women, children, our Northeastern group, uh, a lot of the awareness programs are undertaken, special sessions are held with the girl students. We approach schools. We are setting up a student police cadet program. We have 75 schools have enrolled, and more than 7,000 students are now there with us.
Yes.
Even self-defense techniques are being taught in schools by our women, our SCOAC cell, and we've covered more than nearly lakhs of students have been trained by Delhi Police in that regard. Uh, our SCOAC cell again, when be it creating awareness for women, our Tatpar app, our Himmat app have been put into place, and ladies and women in Delhi are being made aware about that. Short films we have been making, citing awareness, cyber awareness programs,
Yes.
be it cyber stalking, phishing, cyber morphing, several things in which so awareness is being created. We have cyber police stations now in all the police stations of Delhi, registering crime and also spreading cyber awareness programs.
Right, right, sir. Sir, this is on your perception management, which is actually helping a lot of people in trying to understand how Delhi Police is evolving, how Delhi Police is changing. So, what is your message to the citizens, though? As your what is your suggestion to them? What is your message to them?
See, what is important is that we all want to make Delhi safe, and for that, what is important is that public participation, public awareness, creating awareness, be it things like, for instance, traffic violations are on the rise in the city. We would want, and we so much traffic awareness programs our Delhi Traffic Police takes up, but still then over we nearly have 1,400 would be an average
Yes.
of fatalities which occur on Delhi roads.
Yes.
So road traffic discipline, more civic awareness, more civic consciousness, even the simplest of messages of keeping our city clean. All that are big indicators of how much the citizen is really involved in the safekeep, upkeep, and day-to-day functioning of a city.
Sure, absolutely right. So, with this, we would like to end our conversation, and thank you so much for joining us, sir, and highlighting some of the very important projects of Delhi Police, and also giving a very warm suggestion to our citizens. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.